Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang Berhad, Tuan Ahmad Fahmi Muhammad Fadil, Minister of Communications and Digital for Malaysia. Yang berbahagia, Datuk Johan Marikan, Datuk Muhammad Fauzi, Tuan Nick Hadi Mahmud, and Tuan Al-Ishal, Datuk Omar Swift, Chairman, board members, and leaders of corporate Malaysia, distinguished speakers and panelists, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon. Welcome to Series 2 of Invest Malaysia 2023, and thank you for joining us today as we embark on an insightful journey for a clearer picture into tomorrow's digital Malaysia. In keeping with this year's Invest Malaysia overarching theme, Reshaping Malaysia's Narrative, we convened today for a series of conversations that will delve into infrastructure, the very bedrock upon which the future of digital Malaysia will be erected on. This event's theme is Digital Malaysia, Tomorrow's Infrastructure Today. Contemplating the future and its boundless possibilities is always exciting, and we are pleased to spark this discourse with everyone here today. Now, in case you're wondering why we're actually doing this very early on in our Invest Malaysia series, well, that's because the technology, telco, and media companies have a combined market capitalization of 235 billion ringgit, making up 14% of the total market capitalization of Bursa Malaysia of about 1.7 trillion ringgit. Now, that's as we speak today, but surely the potential is a lot more. Now, in terms of performance, the Bursa Malaysia's Technology Index has seen significant growth since 2013, with a 10-year CAGR of 14.9%, outperforming the IMKL by 439%. And similarly, Bursa Malaysia's Telco Index has seen growth, albeit marginally, since its launch in 2018, with a 5-year CAGR of 0.1%, outperforming the FBM-KLCI by 23%. Ladies and gentlemen, in anticipation of these discussions to follow, which will center around Malaysia's digitalization efforts, particularly on 5G infrastructure and cloud digitalization and cloud computing, allow me to first present a sense of scale and the context in which Digital Malaysia will operate. Now, based on the report by Google, Temasek, and Bain, the ASEAN internet economy is projected to be worth some $300 billion come 2025. Recognizing the region's significant growth potential and opportunities within the digital space, in 2021, Malaysia developed the Digital Economy Blueprint, or MyDigital, which outlined plans to transform Malaysia into a digitally enabled and technology-driven high-income nation. Now, designed to complement the 12th Malaysia Plan, the MyDigital Blueprint embeds a whole-of-nation strategy to realize Malaysia's aspirations, notably what it desires to achieve economically. And these include, among other things, contributing some 25.6% to GDP by 2025, creating 70 billion ringgit of investments, and creating some 500,000 jobs in the digital economy sector. However, beyond active participation and strong partnerships among all stakeholders, the presence of robust infrastructure is essential to ensure acceleration of Malaysia's progress as a technologically advanced economy. Ladies and gentlemen, the future demands enhanced data connectivity, networking, and skilled utilization of advanced technologies, and the key building blocks for this transformation are the promise of 5G and cloud computing infrastructure. Similar to how the steam engine, electricity, and computing powered the first, second, and third industrial revolutions respectively, intelligent networking enabled by 5G plays a crucial role in driving the fourth industrial revolution. When combined with cloud computing and the integration of established and emerging technologies, 5G is associated with a various range of advancements such as the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, advanced data analytics, robotic process automation, virtual and augmented reality, 3D printing, and drones. And the World Economic Forum also acknowledges the significant potential of 5G in terms of delivering environmental, social, and economic sustainability. These transformative technologies have the potential to impact many sectors, ranging from high-tech manufacturing and in semiconductors, which is a key contributor to Malaysia's GDPs, to sectors such as transportation, public services, and health. Now, for financial services providers such as banks, cloud computing enables significantly greater scalability, allowing them to develop both cutting-edge services and wide-ranging solutions that are cost-effective, reliable, and secure. And a McKinsey analysis finds that Fortune 500 financial institutions alone could generate as much as $60 to $80 billion in run rate EBITDA in 2030, assuming that they leverage on the cost optimization levers and business use cases unlocked by cloud technology. Now, the cloud certainly has potential to help the nation to be more competitive in various sectors of our economy that bring sustainable growth, both economically and socially, such as in agriculture, healthcare, and education. Ladies and gentlemen, it is undeniable that the process of building these key infrastructure pieces, like 5G, has been the subject of intense debate. This is because there is so much at stake. However, it is important that we acknowledge the commendable progress made in the first half of this year, which inspires confidence. The recently announced solutions to the long-awaited 5G rollout clearly indicates that the government remains firmly committed to setting policies and forming regulations that accelerate Malaysia's readiness while pursuing public-private partnerships and engagements. Well, we will hear more of this from the Honourable Minister shortly, and followed by conversations with Datuk Johan, who's the chairperson of the task force, as well as Tuan Ali Shah as well later. Now, we obviously view these progressive steps and outcomes as evidence of a sensible path towards stimulating investments and creating the conditions for continued progress in Malaysia. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, during the 2-year COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen how digitally enabled and agile businesses not only survived, but thrived during challenging times, unlike their non-digital counterparts. This is where, on the local capital market front, Bursa Malaysia supports the government's efforts in encouraging digitalization in the business sector and continuously stresses the growing importance for public listed companies to be digitally enabled in order to remain competitive and investable. And this is done, among others, via the Digital Guidebook 4, entitled Being Digitally Enabled, under our PLC transformation program, which was released in December 2022. The Digital Guidebook 4 highlights the imperatives, opportunities, benefits, and tools for companies to become more digitally enabled, and ultimately, digital adoption will spur higher performance and further growth in the public sector companies and align them to the evolving customer demands. Thus, we'd like to encourage our fellow corporate Malaysia leaders to take full advantage of the program and resources such as webinars featuring experience sharing by other companies who have reaped quantifiable benefits from digitalization. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, we are thrilled to have a distinguished lineup of speakers and panelists who bring exceptional knowledge in their respective disciplines. Our first panel seeks to provide deeper insights into Malaysia's reimagined 5G model and how it will enable the way forward while still emphasizing the importance of private sector participation and partnership. And in the following 2 panel sessions, we will delve into the topic of cloud as an enabler of digitalization. And as a natural extension, we'll go on to look at how companies are approaching cloud transformation through real-life implementation experience and other learnings. We do anticipate an exciting afternoon ahead, as we sift through the possibilities and opportunities that lie within this digital infrastructure and digital future. And obviously, we will start with a keynote address by the Honorable Minister. And with that, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Yang Berhormat Tuan Ahmad Fahmi Muhammad Fazil, the Minister of Communications and Digital, to deliver his keynote address. Yang Berhormat.